So we got a special one for you guys today. It's a brand new year, 2024, and January is always the biggest month, usually that in February for fragrances, especially new releases. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new one by the house of Hugo Boss. It is Boss the Scent Elixir. So that's what we're talking about today. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me again for yet another first impression of a brand new release. This is the first new release that was actually released here in 2024, so that's something. Last year, I believe it was also the first or second release of the year for the Scent Magnetic, which came out last year, which I probably should have brought out for this video. But with that said, before we get into the video, make sure that if you're not already, subscribe if you like my channel. We do a bunch of new releases. Designer new releases is what my channel is based around, trying to get them as quick as I can. And then we also do a bunch of niche, indie, top 10 lists, stuff like that. So if you're interested, also like, comment, and hit the bell. Comment below. Let me know if you've tried this. I don't think you have, but I know a few in Europe have. So today I'm going to be talking about one that I am really excited about. There's a bunch of other releases. If you want to check out my channel in about 3 days, I'm doing a video talking about all of the new upcoming releases, so check that out. But today is going to be by Hugo Boss. It is Boss the Scent Elixir. Just got it in today, so figured I would do this review. Very excited about it. And so let's get this unwrapped. So here is what the box looks like. The box, it's the Boss the Scent box. It's burgundy one, looks kind of neat. It's an elixir. It says Parfum Intense, and I got the 100 milliliter. If you want to know where you can get it, I got mine from makeupstore.com. It comes from the UK, so it does take a few weeks to get to you. And then here we go. Let's get this out. We got the bottle. This is Boss the Scent Elixir. The bottle is surprisingly, I thought it would be more of like this burgundy color, maroon. If you hold it into the light, it looks like it's really nice, but it's kind of like Invictus Victory Elixir, where you had to hold it in the light to see the blue. You have to hold it into the light to see the red. If not, it looks kind of like just like a dark color, like almost like a black. But anyway, that's what it is. I'm not going to go any more into the presentation. Let's get this sprayed on my hand. I don't really know much of the notes of this. I know I posted the few that there were. I can't remember what. I know there was lavender or something. Oh, that is nice. Still has that scent DNA, but that Maninka is dialed down, Maninka is not my favorite, which is why I didn't like the original The Scent as much. The scent, there was a couple other ones. My favorite are Private Accord and Magnetic, but this one's gonna slide firmly in there with that, with those. So I think this is going to be the year of the Elixir. Last year, people were saying it was going to be, but we have like 10 releases coming out. Like 4 of them are Elixir. This one, it's not as Elixir-y as far as like pushing out in your face, and I like that about it. It still is above average projector, but nothing too heavy. So when you first spray this on, you get a nice sweet and spicy dose of this like pink pepper, red pepper mixture. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It's kind of like there's almost this like vanillic sandalwood creaminess to this scent right now. And it's almost like if you mix that together with the spicy and slightly fruity tones that you get from Spicebomb Infrared. I mean, it's not exactly like that. I'm just saying it's like pieces of it, but there's kind of like this sweet and spicy, peppery, semi-spiciness to the scent on top of this kind of creamy backbone, which kind of reminds me of Infrared while still smelling like a scent flanker. If you don't like the scent line, you still probably won't like this. This is kind of like almost closer to like Givenchy Gentleman's Society while being a little bit more unique with, again, that pink pepper, red pepper mixture. Again, I don't know what's in there. And then there is a nice dose of this kind of almost sweeter lavender, lavendin maybe. Yeah, that's really good. It's very wearable. This isn't going to be something that people are going to go, oh, that's breaking the bank. That is outside of the box. That is something super over the top unique. No, but this is probably, at least in my opinion, just based on this opening, This is the most wearable and mass appealing of the entire bunch, which some people out there would call boring. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, so just to give you a little bit of the opening is kind of just like this creamy sandalwood, almost, it's like a warm, creamy sandalwood, almost has like a vanillic tone. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some of that black vanilla husk that you get in Magnetic. So if you really just took that and then added a little bit of this sweet and spicy pink and red pepper on top of it, that's what you get. It's like a Boss the Scent Magnetic mixed together with Spicebomb Infrared. Yeah, I'm going to give this opening like an 8.5. It has a little bit of almost like a bubblegummy nature to it. Not like the bubblegum smell, just the type of fragrance. It has a bit of that, which you didn't see in many of the other ones before in the line. But as far as designer fragrances go, the scent line is already unique because of that darker Maninka fruit. There is a touch of that, but it is dialed down. It's a little bit dusty as well. But overall, very nice opening. I'm going to give it about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to come back, let you guys know a little bit about the dry down. So yeah, just stay tuned. All right, guys, so we are back, and we are doing the dry down of Boss the Scent Elixir. And man, do I like this fragrance. I think it is very nice. I have talked to two people so far. One person kind of already agreed with me that it was like a mix of, especially in the opening. The opening is a little bit, it's almost like Magnetic mixed together with like the spices and a little bit of sweetness that you get from Spicebomb Infrared. It's kind of like that punched together. As it does dry down, so my wife does like this, just an FYI. She said it was really good. But as it starts to dry down, as that kind of sweetness and that sweet and spiciness that you get from that infrared starts to fade into the background, and it gets a little bit more into that scent DNA, the Maninka pulls up just a bit, but it is still a very light tone in this fragrance. You also do get a little bit more of this almost sweet lavender. It's very interesting. It doesn't come across like an aromatic lavender once you get in like the bluer fragrances. I kind of like it. It's almost like a sweeter lavender. And then the sandalwood. So the base of this fragrance is going to be this almost like, I think there is that black vanilla husk from Magnetic pulled over to this fragrance. It's kind of like that mixed together with a nice, almost like smooth fruity tone from that Maninka, which isn't really fully coming off like a Maninka. You get a slight dustiness to this in the when you're transferring from the opening to the dry down, you get a little bit of this dustiness that kind of sticks there. It's a little bit more prominent from like minutes 15 to 20. But as you start to get to the dry down here, it's a very soft and smooth fragrance. Again, when I say soft, I mean the feeling of the fragrance, not actually how much it's pushing out. Because as far as the performance right now, it is above average. It hasn't slowed down, and it seems like it's going to be one that's going to stick on your skin for probably 10 plus hours. But it's not going to be super heavy in your face. So you can spray this 5 or 6 times, and you'll be happy with it. But again, as it dries down, it doesn't get to be anything super unique, but with that said, it smells great. It's super mass appealing. I think the Scent Elixir, it starts out the year right here. Is it going to start the year out saying to some people that we're already getting the flankers of the flankers that are kind of a little bit boring? Yeah, I could see you saying that if you smelled this. Some people might say it's like that, but I honestly think that this fragrance is an 8.2 for me. It's still the Magnetic is still a bit above it, maybe around the same area. As far as wearability, this is above Magnetic for me. I think Private Accord is still my favorite. I have that at a 9, but Boss the Scent Elixir is definitely a thumbs up for me. I think anybody who likes kind of like those creamy sandalwoody DNAs, it almost smells like it has a touch of iris in this. I could be wrong, but I didn't see that in the note breakdown. It's just what I get from it because it's kind of reminding me of that Givenchy Gentleman Society type of DNA where it's a really nice creamy soft blonde woods almost, and then you get a little bit of this almost vanillic tone, a slight bit of powderiness, but it is more creamy than anything. But again, that is Boss the Scent Elixir. So I'm going to wear it for the next 10 days, probably every other day, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think about it in my full review coming in about a week or two. Just It smells great. So if you want a slight more bubblegummy version of the scent DNA with that Maninka dialed down, a little bit of a more unique, that eclectic opening is really nice. I like that infrared meets magnetic feeling, but that does dissipate. That pink and red pepper kind of go away. And then you're stuck with like this, again, sandalwoody, creamy base with a little bit of a fruitiness. It's a very nice fragrance with a little touch of this sweet lavender. So yeah, very good fragrance. Boss's Scent Elixir. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'll be back in about a week or so with it, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.